Hello everyone, hope you're having a nice Friday, so I am. So, once again, we had something else planned for this video, but this morning I just felt God lead me into a different direction for this video, so just fair warning, this may be a longer video than my usual videos, maybe 10 to 15 minutes, probably, so there's a lot to cover here, of course, the name of this video is, When God Reminds Us. And so you're probably asking, well, when God reminds us of what? So I would say, well, of a lot of things, but this video specifically, it's going to be when God reminds us of who He is. And so before we dive into the meat of this subject, I want to kind of tell the story behind everything, behind the context surrounding everything, and also it serves as a testament or testimony. And so yeah, so. This whole week, I've been going to the library to study and to research for an upcoming paper that's due this Sunday. It's for my Introduction to Philosophy and Ethics class, and so it's a pretty interesting class. So the paper's due this Sunday, and so I've been going to the library to study on it. And usually when I study or do homework, I never listen to music. I've tried it, and I've tried listening to I don't listen to songs with words, so I've been listening to classical music for studying, like Beethoven, Mozart, stuff like that, and I don't like it. It wasn't for me. But a few weeks ago, I found smooth jazz radio. I use Pandora on my music, so I found a station called Smooth Jazz Radio, and so I listened to it, and it's really good. So I listen to it when I study a lot. The beat's good. It's got no words in it. The only song I think I've ever heard with words in it was the word "yeah." That's about it. So, anyway, so this morning, usually when I get to school, I usually get to school at around 7:30, and depending on the day, I have like a 1 or 2 hour wait. On Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, my class starts at 9. But on Tuesdays and Thursdays, my class starts at 8. So yeah, depending on the day, I have 1 or 2 hour wait. And so, why I get there at 7:30? Don't ask. It's a long subject. Anyway, so I got there. I bought my headphones or my earbuds with me. I just got a pair of earbuds a few days ago, so I brought them with me to listen to music while I wait for class to start. So again, it's about today's Wednesday, so about 2 hour wait. So I listened to my music, and I was going to listen to something else. It wasn't smooth jazz. That's for studying. I was going to listen to, I don't know, country or something. But open the app, and instead of smooth jazz radio, which I had, it was the last station that I ever listened to. I listened to it last Thursday. Yeah, yesterday in the library. And so I opened the app, and instead of smooth jazz, it's Life Church worship music. Okay, it's cool, I guess. I don't know how it got on there. It didn't open that. It was on the last time I used it. And so I was like, okay, it's weird. And so I tried to close it out to go to find another station. But it wouldn't work. I kept tapping the back arrow, and it wouldn't work. So I'm like, okay. Well. So the song that was playing on the station it's called Revive. It's a really good song. One of my more favorite worship songs. I can't tell you who it's by because I don't know. But it's called Revive. So I sat there and listened, and I just heard God, Spirit, say to me, Logan, just sit back, just clear your mind, relax, and just meditate. Think on me, and I don't know. It's really interesting. And so I just sat back. I'm like, you know what? I need to take this time, because some days, my prayer life is good. Other times, it's kind of shaky. So I thought, you know what, this is a good opportunity for me to really sit back and pray and read my Bible. So that's what I did. I read. I prayed to God. I kind of prepared my day, reflected my day. So it's a really cool experience. And so, yeah, I really like that. And so speaking of prayer life and Bible reading, I keep saying last Thursday. It was yesterday. Yesterday I went to this Bible study that I go to every Thursday. My friend, he was leading the Bible study, and he said something that really resonates with me. That happens to me a lot. I'm sure it happens to all of you. He said, I don't know the time frame of this, but I have this cycle I go through. Cycle is I start really good. Reading my Bible, praying. My prayer life is really good. My devotional life is really good. Then something happens, and I just go down, and then I'm in sin, deep in sin, whatever it is. I'm in sin. I'm down so low. The only place I can look is look up. I go back, and I'm in the valley, and so I look up, and so I go back to God, back up. I'm in the mountain again. I'm good in my prayer life, Bible study, devotional life. Then go back down again, and it's this cycle, and that definitely happens to me. I'm pretty sure it happens to you all also. And let's be honest, if it doesn't happen to you, if you think it doesn't happen to you, then as loving as I can, I don't think you're being truthful, honest to yourself. Anyway, that's something that really definitely got me. That, of course, the events of this morning, and so I just want to read for Hebrews chapter 3, verses 7 through 13. Sorry, 7 through 14. So here we go. And of course, the title of this passage is "Warning Against Unbelief," and so just gonna throw it out there before we begin. Okay, it says, "So, as the Holy Spirit says today, if you hear His voice, do not harden your hearts, as you did in the rebellion during the time of testing in the desert, where your fathers tested and tried me, and for 40 years saw what I did. That is why I was angry with that generation, and I said, their hearts are always going astray, and they have not known my ways. So I declared on oath on my anger, they shall never enter my rest." The last part really gets me. That they shall never enter my rest. Now, what does that mean exactly? I asked myself that once I read it. I tried to look on this website called Blue Letter Bible, and you can look up like Greek words and Hebrew words. I looked up rest, and I can't find anything. But I'm trying to figure that out. Enter my rest. What does that mean? Enter into His presence. Not heaven. Enter His kingdom. But what does that mean? So I'm trying to reflect on that. And I read further into verse 12, and Paul, he's writing it. He says, "See to it, brothers, that none of you has a sinful, unbelieving heart that turns away from the living God, but encourage one another daily, as long as it is called today, so that none of you may be hardened by sin's deceitfulness." So now, I'm pretty sure what Paul's talking about here is unbelief in the actual sense of unbelief, atheism. You don't believe in God. And so I think this can also apply to us. Even though we're Christians. Actually, a few days ago, I learned that it was in my other class, evangelism and discipleship. My professor made this distinction between Christians. You have professing Christians and then acting Christians. Professing Christians, you just say that you're Christian. You don't really act like a Christian. That's what you call yourself. Then acting Christians, that's when you practice the means of grace. Prayer, Bible study, the Great Commission. And so, that's really interesting to me. And so, like I said, this can also apply to Christians acting as if they were still unbelievers. And so, of course, again, the context is unbelieving as an actual, unbelief, atheism. And of course, you can agree or disagree. Atheism is a sin. I'll say agree or disagree because today we live in a culture of all roads lead to heaven, and so just gonna throw that out there also. But I think that's all I have. Oh yeah, right. Another part of this passage I read, just really got me. Verse 13 it says, "But encourage one another daily, as long as it is called today." Now that is a really good verse. It's been said. Trying to remember this quote as best as I can. While there is still breath, there is still opportunity. While there is breath, there is still a chance for you to experience God and for you to come home to Him. So yeah, I think that's it. I think I said all I needed to say, and yeah, I think that's it. So, I hope you liked the video. If you did, hit to do, like it, share it with friends, comment your thoughts down below, and of course, if you're new here, subscribe, and I'll see you next weekend or soon, because sometimes I'm pretty sporadic whenever it comes to my video uploading it. Sometimes I upload in the middle of the week, sometimes not. So you never know with me. But I try to keep on a consistent schedule. Anyway, I'll see you all next week. Whatever. God bless.